You know that feeling you get in the pit of your stomach when the unexpected events in life happen? The dog needs surgery, the car needs brakes, the kids need something at school that you just didn't plan for, and again, you feel like you're going to have to put it on the credit card. Here's what most people don't realize. Those unexpected things are not actually unexpected. You might not know exactly when the car is going to break down, but it's going to break down. Things wear out. You know Christmas comes every single year on December 25th. You know things wear out and need replacing. The real question isn't, will something come up? The real question is, will you be ready when something comes up? That's where sinking funds come in. And that word may sound fancy to you, but it's really not. It's just giving your money a job before it's needed. Now, this video is for anyone who has tried traditional budgeting systems and they felt like they failed. If that's you, then you're in the right place. Stick around and I'll show you a simpler system. My name is Kelly. I'm a financial coach and I teach people a budgeting system that is so simple they can stick with it. Today, we're talking about sinking funds, what they are, why they work, and how you can set one up even today. You know, honestly, the reason that people feel like they can't get ahead is because there's always something. Christmas, tires, car repair, house repair. Isn't there always something that comes up in life that we need an extra amount of money for? It can feel like every time you turn around, something is popping up. And honestly, that's where people end up putting it on a credit card. Or you pull money from another fund and then you're short there and the stress just compounds. What if these type of things didn't need to throw you into complete chaos? What if instead of reacting to those expenses, you are preparing for them ahead of time, little by little? That's the shift that I want to talk to you about today. And it's actually one of the most emotional payoffs of my Buckets Make Sense budgeting system. All right, the first question is, what is a sinking fund? So let's define the term of a sinking fund. It sounds more complicated than it really is. A sinking fund is simply this. You save a little bit of money each month toward a specific expense you know is coming. That's it. It's not an emergency fund. An emergency fund is different. It is for things that we cannot foresee coming, like a job loss or a major medical health crisis. A sinking fund is actually for things that you can predict. You just don't know when. You just don't know the exact date. Medical deductibles, back to school expenses, holiday spending, these are not surprises. They're just poorly planned for. And here's where the emotional piece comes in. When you actually have money set aside for these things, you stop dreading them. That car repair bill, it still stings, but it doesn't devastate you. You just pay it and then move on. That feeling, that's what clarity with your money actually feels like. So in my Buckets Make Sense budgeting method, we have 3 buckets. The first one is the pay it bucket. That is for your monthly bills. The second one is your spend it bucket, and this is for your daily spending. And then the third one is your save it bucket. And the save it bucket is exactly where your sinking funds live. I personally keep my sinking funds at Capital One 360. I have no affiliation with them, but I like their system really, really well. They let you create multiple savings accounts. And most banks don't encourage you to have multiple savings accounts. Typically, we have one checking account and one savings account. And so at Capital One, you can actually have multiple savings accounts. In fact, I think up to 25. I have one for car repair, Christmas, for medical expenses, one for home repairs. And honestly, I think having your money divided up into buckets or sinking funds is one of the most emotional payoffs of my Buckets Make Sense program. When you can look at that fund and see that your car repair fund is fully funded and it's just sitting there waiting for you, when that check engine light comes on, it's not panic mode. It's peace, knowing you have the money to cover it. And the beautiful part is you don't need to fund them all at once. Pick one. Think back on this last year to the thing that caused you the most stress when it came to money. Just pick that one category. So if it's car repair, then start putting $25 into a car repair fund every single month. You can start with $25, you can put $50, you can put $10, whatever you feel like you can afford to go into that sinking fund. That's it. Little by little, you're preparing instead of reacting. Okay, so how do we set up one of these accounts? So let me give you a concrete action step. If you want to set up your first sinking fund, maybe even today, here's what to do. First thing is you want to pick one irregular expense that stresses you out the most. Just one. Don't try to set up 12 accounts today because it's overwhelming and you'll eventually quit. Second, figure out what it costs. So an easy one for me is Christmas. If you want to be able to spend $600 at Christmas time, then that's approximately $50 a month. So it just makes it real easy. Simple math, nothing crazy. The third thing is you want to open a separate savings account for it. Again, I use Capital One 360 because it's free and easy to use. Set up an automatic transfer. And if this was in writing, I would put an underline under automatic. Very important that you set up an automatic transfer because you don't want to have to make the decision every month to put money into this savings. So even $10 a paycheck adds up. That's $20 a month, or if you get paid weekly, it's $40 a month. The automation is key, and so that you don't have to think about it or make the right decision every single month. And fourth, this is important, check it. Watch that number grow. It sounds simple, but it is encouraging. There's something emotionally powerful about watching that number come up. I was working with a lady the other day and we were looking at her emergency fund. She had it up to $1,500 and she said, looking at that number is better than the feeling of falling in love. So I don't know if I agree with that, but it is a good feeling to watch those numbers come up. It makes you feel at peace. It makes you feel successful. It makes you feel in control of your financial life. It feels like you're actually getting ahead because you are. So here's what I want you to take away from today's video. And it's bigger than sinking funds. For so long, a lot of us have been told that the answer to our financial problems is just restriction, self-control, spend less, save more. And honestly, that approach fails more often than it succeeds. Not because you're weak, it's because restriction without a plan is exhausting. What I've seen as I've coached people over the years, that clarity beats restriction every time. When you know exactly what your money is supposed to do, when you can look at your Save It bucket and see that the car repair fund is already there, you don't need to white knuckle it through the month. The money has a job and the plan is in place. You can take a deep sigh and know that you are covered. That's the shift. You're not depriving yourself, you're preparing yourself. And that feels completely different. So, whatever that always something is for you, give it a name, give it a home, and start feeding it little by little. That's how you go from reacting to your money to actually being in control of it. Not because you're more disciplined, but because you have a clearer plan. So if what I've shared with you today clicked and you would like my full system, Buckets Make Sense, where I walk you through step by step the pay it bucket, the spend it bucket, and the save it bucket. So you have a complete money system in place. It's simple, it's practical, and it's what I've been using with my clients for years. The link is in the description below. I'd love to help you take that next step. Remember, tracking is out, buckets are in. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.